guys. Okay, good morning. I just finished my other vlog for yesterday and I am going to start this one off today. It is Wednesday. I don't have a calendar on the wall anymore, so I don't know what day it is. It's probably the 26th or 27th. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm taking the kids to IKEA this morning, and one of the reasons why is because okay, one of the places in our house, you know, I mean, this house, I love this house, but it's got some odd places. I mean, my closet, you know, this little office here is off of our bedroom, and then it goes into this big walk-in closet that I use for a little micro gym, as well as a huge walk-in closet and a little quiet space. That's not something usual that you see in a lot of houses, and so it does have a lot of closet space in this house, and some of it might throw some people off. Well, we also have a little place around the corner in here, which is a big closet, but it's not big enough to be a room. And so we have always used it as a book nook, so to speak. So it's been like a small library for the kids to go in there and watch a movie, sit on a beanbag. There's lots of bookshelves, and then they read a book, right? But when other people have come to the house, I think they're looking at it and they're going, what is this room supposed to be? I don't know what to use it for. You know what I mean? Therefore, it's wasted space that I'm going to pay for, and that might drive them off a bit because we're selling the house. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of videos on how to sell your house, blah, 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 blah. And one of the tips that they talk about is to make the spaces, define the spaces so that when people see it, they get an idea and they go, oh, this can be used for this. Okay, I can see that. I can see myself using it that way. And I've had a real hard time trying to think of what do I change. Chances are most people aren't going to come in and say, oh, I'm going to make a book nook for a small person. So that's not real usual. So I was talking to my husband yesterday. I said, you know what, I'm going to change this. I took everything out, so I have to store some of these things. I think I might get a storage unit. And so I have been looking at Pinterest and stuff, and I think I've come up with something because it's toward the end of the house, near the bedrooms, right, and near the bathrooms. And I said, you know what, this is going to now become a walk-in linen closet. So instead of people saying, oh, what is this? I don't really need this. I want them to walk in and go, wow, look at this. I've never had one of these. I would really like this, right? So I wanted to try to define the space. So I need some light shelves so it doesn't become too heavy in there. I had some heavy dark colored bookshelves in there. I want some very airy IKEA shelves in there that I can fold some nice towels on and blankets and whatnot, and even maybe toiletries like paper goods, toilet paper, and things like that. That way they can see that this is an excellent area to walk in and use in this way. So anyway, that's the goal. Long story short, and I will show you how we do that. So let's get this day rolling. So this is the room here. It's just like a little room here, and there's a attic access, and it's just a little room. So this is what I'm looking at. There was a TV in here, an old TV for them to play videotapes in here. But that's going out, so this is actually where I'm going to put the shelves. And let's see what we can do with it. It's my breakfast. It's keto breakfast. It is higher in fats and very super low in carbs. So that's what I'm going to be having, and I'm going to be drinking my water. That's breakfast. Guys, it is Thursday morning. I hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to check in real quick before I got this day going. Wednesday, yesterday, did fairly well. I want to say very well because I didn't think that I would have that many points left over at the end of the day. I figured I would go over, quite a bit. But what I'm finding is that my appetite is beginning to subside. So I'm starting to get full a lot quicker, and everything's just shutting down. So it's like when I have enough, I really don't want to push, past, that. And so I'm pushing it away. So yesterday we had, when we were at IKEA buying the shelves, we did find some. They're a little heavier than I thought they would be, but they're okay. So I'm going to be putting those together later. My hubby is also... and then I'll show you when we get those all finished. But oh yeah, they were really heavy, and I was unloading them with my husband off of the truck, and I crouched down really, really low, and I split my pants like all the way up the back. It was kind of weird, but it was hilarious. Anyway, those are my favorite capris, and now they're gone. They're in the trash because it's not a type of a rip that I could sew. I'll show it to you. Anyway, so they're done. But so anyway, when I was at IKEA, it was lunch, and I kind of got stuck. So I'm like, I need to make a good choice, and it has to be fresh, right? Those are the perimeters. If I'm out there and I get stuck like this, and so they didn't have. Normally, I had in my mind I could choose their shrimp sandwich and just leave the bread, right? But they didn't have any. So I grabbed one of the chicken breast salads, and I saw it, but I'm thinking, this isn't going to keep me. I know it's not going to keep me. So I asked them, I said, you know what, would you take the salad back? I probably shouldn't have got it, because I think they probably had to throw it away since I took it out of the fridge. But I said, would you have any of the shrimp salads back there? I just have to ask. I should have asked first. But and they were very happy to make them. So they took the chicken salad, and they made me, I said, can I have 2 of them? So they made me 2, and they filled up the cabinet. So they were completely fresh. So they come with like a flatbread, IKEA flatbread, and I just discard that. They put like butter on that. I just discard that portion of it. And they put a little salad on it, a handful of shrimp, 1 hard-boiled egg, and a teaspoon of mayonnaise. And I think there's a few little cherry tomatoes on there. And so I just eat that stuff that's on top, and then that way I can stay keto, and it has plenty of good fats on it. And then I just discard the bread, and it totally did me right. I mean, it was totally amazing, and I could only eat like 1.5, where before I thought I could have probably done 2, but now my appetite is shifting, and I'm able to push the plate away when I'm done. So I could have eaten it, but, things just shut down. So I'm like, fine. I told myself I would listen to the cues, and those cues are getting louder. So that is a real big plus. And then we came home later. I was good until dinner, and then I started getting hungry kind of late. I didn't mean to eat so late last night. It was like 8:30, but we went to church last night, so we got back a little bit late. And so then I just made bunless hamburgers for my husband and myself, and we used the higher fat meat, 75% lean, and we just had green beans, so we stayed keto last night. But now before bed, though, we both had like a cup of cashew milk, which is just like 1 carb, but we added 1.5 tablespoons of the psyllium husks in it. Sometimes I add a little sugar-free syrup in it. It makes it taste really good. It actually feels like I'm drinking like cream of wheat or something, and I love cream of wheat. But so it's got 10 carbs in that much. In 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk, it's 10 carbs. So we had a little less than that, but there's also 10 grams of fiber. So that's definitely, I consider it worth it. And from the benefit that we reap from that, I mean, that amount of fiber, it just keeps things running smooth, which is super important on keto. So my husband said that he's going to back away from the almonds and the macadamias for a bit, the nuts as well, because for him, it kind of roughs him up inside a little bit. For me, it could stall my weight loss, and so we're kind of like going to back a little bit. That doesn't mean that I won't have any at all. I might have 5, once in a while or something like that, but we're definitely going to watch the nut intake. So what I was doing before was using nuts because nuts have carbs. It was kind of like drawing me to fill that place of having more carbs, but now I'm feeling a little bit more stable, like I don't really need that quite so much. So I wanted to thank you guys. There's some of you who are coming along with me and maybe modifying this no junk food challenge. And even if you want to do this for like a couple days or something, I feel like a lot of people are actually getting something out of this. And so I'm really grateful for that. My lunch, I have some baked broccoli, and I have a half an ounce of this Dubliner from Kerrygold cheese, and then I've got 5, which is a serving of the dry salami, 1 egg, 3 big olives, and I've got some cauliflower soup with a little bit of truffle zest, and this is my lunch today. Okay, so let me show you what I did. This is the walk-in linen closet now here, and that's what it looks like. I've got a calendar up there for, you know, to-do lists, things like that. So anyway, over here, these are the bookshelves, and I'm going to hang this ironing board up here on the wall, right there on the left. And then I'm going to hang it here because down here I have a plug-in for the iron. So I kind of made a mistake when I wanted to make the shelves all the way around, but I miscalculated the measurements and I didn't allow for the corner spaces. So I had to adjust it. Now there's a discrepancy on the wall back there, so I had to hang those hook thingies, which also, oh, look what I did here. I put that on backwards up on top, so I'm going to have to fix that. Anyway, I do like these shelves. These ones seem to work better. We're going to fix that discrepancy on the wall, but this is my walk-in linen closet. What do you think, you guys? I think it's going to work after all.